everyone, it's Gordana here. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite paleo recipes. I've been trying to come up with a great pizza recipe that comes close to regular pizza and that tastes fantastic and the kids love. So today I have my helper here,
Ashley.
And we're going to be making cauliflower crust pizza.
Yummy!
Okay, so to start, you're going to start with the cauliflower and you're going to want about 4 cups of cauliflower. I usually like to use a whole head of cauliflower, sometimes even 2, but for this recipe we're just going to do 1. And I'm going to cut it into pieces and put it into the food processor. You can also use a grater and grate it on your own, but I like to use the food processor. And I usually do it in batches, so it may take a little bit of time, but in batches I find is best.
So what you're going to do once you have cut up your cauliflower into pieces, you're going to be taking it over to the food processor and you're going to process it until it's cauliflower rice.
Okay, so now we've got cauliflower rice, and it's pretty small rice consistency looking. You want it to be pretty thin. And what we're going to do from here is I have a pot of water boiling with about 1 inch of water in it, and we're going to add the cauliflower rice to the water and boil it for about 4 to 5 minutes just to get it tender and soften it up a little bit. Okay, so after about 5 minutes, you're going to want to strain the rice. Bring it over to your sink and strain it. Okay, so this next part is probably the most important part in this whole recipe. What you want to do is grab a cheesecloth or a regular kitchen towel, whatever you have available to you, and you're going to take the cauliflower, you're going to take the rice, and you're going to dump it right in the middle, and you want to squeeze out all of the water. So the drier it is, the better. Just like to dump everything in the middle. And pull up all the edges. Form it into a little ball, and then you're going to squeeze and turn until you drain out all the water. So you're going to want to squeeze as much water out of this as you can. When you think that you've squeezed all the water out, squeeze a little bit more. The drier you can get this rice, the better it will be. Okay, so once you've drained all the water out of the rice, you're going to transfer it into a bowl. Now you're going to mix your ingredients into the bowl. So you're going to add a tablespoon of garlic powder. You're going to add 1/2 cup of almond meal. A tablespoon of Italian seasoning, and just about 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, and you're going to add an egg. Good. And then you're going to mix this all together until it's well combined.
So now that you have made your pizza dough, you're going to be putting it on your parchment paper.
Baking sheet lined with parchment paper.
Yeah. And you're going, and you can make it literally any shape. You can make it a triangle, you can make it a square, you can make it a circle, you can make it a rectangle. We're going to make it into a triangle.
Can we make it a triangle today? How about we do it into a rectangle?
No, I want to do it in a triangle.
All right, let's do a triangle.
Okay. So, we're going to take our pizza dough.
And we're going to shape it into a
triangle.
Big triangle for Ashley.
It's like a pizza, but big.
Okay, so this is where you're going to use your hands. I don't actually think that we can do a triangle. I think we might have to get stuck with a
Circle.
rectangle, just because there's a lot of cauliflower here.
It's okay.
So you want it to be about 1 inch thick, and you're just going to flatten it out with your fingers. That's okay, that's cauliflower. And you're going to want to make a little bit of a crust with your fingers, because you're not going to have anything rise on this. It's not an actual dough, so you have to make the crust yourself.
That looks yummy.
It does look yummy. All right, and there we go.
You've got your flatbed.
Flatbread.
Flatbread.
Without any actual bread.
Healthy.
Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna stick this into the oven now that we've preheated to 400 degrees for 25 minutes. 25 to 30 minutes until it browns, and then we're gonna add our toppings. Okay, so after about 25 minutes, you're gonna pull the pizza out of the oven.
Ooh, it's hot.
So watch out, Ashley. Okay, so as you can see, it's nice and baked. It's got a nice color around the sides, and that's exactly what you want. And from here, we're going to add our toppings. So we're gonna start with a tomato pizza sauce, or you can use a tomato paste, or just a regular tomato sauce. And you can actually make your pizza any way that you want. This is where you can get creative. You know, you can do just a regular margarita pizza, you can do pepperoni pizza, you can do add any toppings really that you want. We usually make our own pizzas, right, Ashley? Which is kind of fun. So what kind of pizza do you want to make today?
I want to make pizza with chicken, mushrooms, olives, and bacon.
All right. Love
And-
me some bacon.
Yeah. And this, I forgot what it's called, but it's so
Those
good.
are my favorite, sun-dried tomatoes.
And then some.
Arugula. Awesome. There we go. And now it's going to go back in the oven for about 10 more minutes, and we're done. All right?
Yummy. That was actually really fast.
I know, super fast.
So we are done, as you can see. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking out now. What you want to do once you take it out to make it harden a little bit more, you're going to wait about 10 minutes for it to cool down and it will harden. So it will be a lot better. So
And then enjoy.
yeah, enjoy.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
enjoy your paleo pizza.
Cauliflower crust pizza.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so if you want this recipe, if you want to print it, you can head on over to gordanaj.com where you'll find this recipe and a ton of others. And if you want more inspiration throughout the week, head on over and follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Pinterest, or on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.
Bye.